And welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's video, as you should have seen from the intro, is a Celtic FC Women, a Celtic Girls video. And so if you don't follow the girls, this video may not be for you, but there will be a roundup video at the end of the afternoon, rounding up any transfer news regarding Jota, Kyogo, Tierney, and any other players coming or going from Celtic, plus a wee look at the scenarios going into the Aston Villa game on Wednesday, our 8th and final Champions League game in this first phase, and then we'll find out whether we're into the last 16 directly or whether we're going through the playoff rounds to get to the last 16. However, back to the Celtic FC women's side. This is a post-match review video of their brilliant 4-0 win over Hearts yesterday evening. This game was supposed to be played on Friday, but was postponed due to Storm Aylwin and was rearranged for Sunday evening. The good news that the girls had going into this game was that Glasgow City had lost 3-1 to Hibs, and so they knew if they beat Hearts on Sunday evening and then beat Queen's Park in their final game in hand on Wednesday evening, that will then put them top equal on points with Glasgow City. Currently, Celtic's goal difference is plus 54. Currently, Glasgow City's goal difference is plus 68. And so it would take a massive win for the girls on Wednesday to equalise that big goal difference deficit. However, must be remembered earlier in this season, Rangers did hit Queen's Park for double figures defeat, so don't think Celtic will get the necessary 14 goals win on Wednesday, but certainly expecting a comfortable win on Wednesday. In this video, we're going to have a wee look at the goals. We've got some edited highlights of those 4 goals and also the stats for the game. Celtic got off the nice quick start, got very much on top of Hearts. Then Colette Kavanagh cross into the box was cleared out by the Hearts defender. Ball was picked up centrally, knocked out to Emma Lawton, breaking forward from her defensive position. Ball out wide to Morgan Cross, who was playing a sort of right wing back role yesterday, and she hit a beautiful cross to the front post. Great run by Shannon McGregor, and a lovely header right across the goalkeeper into the far corner. Celtic 1-0 up after 7 minutes. Celtic were really the only side in the game for the rest of the half. Hearts never really threatening Kelsey Docherty in goal. And indeed, after Morgan Cross was pulled down out wide by the Hearts defender, lovely ball in from the direct free kick by Amy Gallagher out from the right wing. Kelly Clark missed the ball, which was good news because Saoirse Noonan was right behind her, and she sent a looping header over Rachel Johnston to give Celtic a 2-0 lead. Shortly after that, Kelly Clark got a nice pass out wide to Emma Weston, the new Swedish winger. She broke nicely into the box. Good shot across Rachel Johnston, the goalkeeper, who could only parry the ball into the path of Morgan Cross. And Morgan Cross tapped it away from the edge of the 6-yard box. And so after 43 minutes, Celtic were 3-0 up, a lead they kept going into half-time. Hearts did rejig their formation, went a lot more defensive, and so Celtic did find them a wee bit harder to break down. However, Celtic pressurising the Hearts back 4 and goalkeeper. Goalkeeper made a pass to one of the defenders who was unable to control the ball. Good tackle by Natalie Ross, who took the ball to the edge of the box and very calmly shot past the goalkeeper, and Celtic 4-0 up after 60 minutes. Celtic did bring on a few subs after that. Some game time for Murphy Agnew, some game time for the new signing Abby Harrison. and also some nice game time for Mattel Carsons and Murphy Agnew. And so good job all round by Elena Sadiku and her team. So just going to pop in the 4 goals and some highlights. Takes about 4 minutes or so, and then we'll have a look at the stats, my own thoughts regarding the game and the players and the formation, and we look ahead to the game on Wednesday, which, as I said at the start of the video, if we did win that game, we'll go top equal with Glasgow City on points, although probably a few goals behind on goal difference. we'll just have a wee look at the stats. Interesting thing was Celtic weren't quite so dominant in terms of possession as they usually are. However, what they did last night was convert a lot of those good chances they created into goals. Their shots on goal to shots missed and blocked was much better than it has been all season, and Celtic looked a lot more confident when they got the ball out wide or into the box, and there looked a lot more conviction and confidence in Celtic's attacking players and midfielders. And also, the defence looked nice and confident too, despite the fact there's been one or two wee changes in that area with the injury to Chloe Craig at the start of the season, and also the recent transfer of Caitlin Hayes from Celtic to Brighton. So, looking at the stats, possession was 52% for Celtic, 48% for Hearts, 15 shots for Celtic, 15 shots for Hearts. Celtic, however, had 8 shots on target, on goal, to 3 only by Hearts. Hearts had 10 shots off target. Celtic just the 3. Celtic had 4 shots blocked. Hearts had 2 shots blocked, and Kelsey Doherty back in goals for Celtic made 3 saves, and Rachel Johnson for Hearts. She made 3 saves as well, and corners were 6-1 in favour of Celtic. Now, some nice changes to the team. Kelsey Doherty back in goals. I think she's been out injured for a few weeks and hasn't played at all in 2025. However, she returned to goals, looked very confident. Celtic look much better when she's in goals, both with her as a shot stopper, a player who can come for crosses and corners to gather the ball confidently above her head, and she also is much better than the other Celtic goalkeepers at distribution. She can clear the ball long when needed. She is quite happy with the ball at her feet, and generally her passing to the fullbacks is good. So big plus marks for Kelsey Doherty coming back in goals. Hopefully she can keep fit and fresh for the whole season. Emma Lawton, Kelly Clark, and Celia Barkley appear to be playing as a back 3, although I think actually Morgan Cross was playing sort of as a more wing back, right back, and Celia Barkley wasn't really bombing forward as she usually does, and so Celtic were sort of playing a hybrid 3 at the back, stroke 4 at the back. Colette Kavanagh and Natalie Ross battled very hard in midfield. I still think that Celtic needs someone in younger and fresher than Natalie Ross in the long term. However, I think she did a good job last night, as did Colette Kavanagh. In front of them, you had some good touches from the new player Emma Weston. She is surprisingly big for a winger, but still has a lot of pace and a lot of ability with the ball at her feet. And of course, it was her great run down the left wing, cutting it into the box, and then shot across the goalkeeper that set up Morgan Cross for goal number 3. So a good debut for her. She got taken off with about half an hour to go. Emma Gallagher, some nice touches out wide, as did Shannon McGregor. Gallagher cross for the second goal. McGregor, nice header for the first goal. And up front, Saoirse Noonan, good job from her, held up the play very well, had 2 or 3 chances on goal, scored with that great header. Still does lack just maybe half a yard of pace to outstrip defenders. Late in the game, Abby Harrison, our new signing from Bristol City, came on, and she looked a very good mobile striker. She also is bigger than many of Celtic's players and could possibly play the Tash Flint role that worked so well in the run-in last season. It'll be interesting to see whether she maybe gets a start on Wednesday against Queen's Park to give Saoirse Noonan a wee bit of a rest prior to the weekend. Also nice to see on the bench Kit Lefersky back from long-term injury. She's been out injured for much of the season. However, if we do have a fit, fresh Kit Lefersky and a fit, fresh Murphy Agnew in the run-in to the end of the season, I think it does give Celtic a lot of options to get pace out wide or pace in the attacking front three. And Kitlevarsky and Murphy Agnew, I think both could be very important players with their speed, ability on the ball, and the ability to both to cross and to score in the big games against Glasgow City and Rangers, both of whom sit that bit deeper and so can be vulnerable to the ball over the top, as their defenders are that wee bit slower than ours and a wee bit slower than Hibs and Hearts, both of whom have a bit more pace in their back four, just like we do. So I would fully expect on Wednesday Celtic will comfortably beat Queen's Park. I think I would be looking for, if possible, something 6 goals plus. I think on Wednesday also Elena Sidiku will make a few changes to the team, freshen the things up, give maybe players like Murphy Agnew, Kitlevarsky, Abby Harrison a bit of a run out, keeping probably the back four and Kelsey Docherty as it is. And also, I think giving Emma Weston another go out wide on the left, as I think her debut was very promising. And I do like her extra size, extra height, and extra pace, which does give Celtic a real threat down that left side, which we've kind of been missing all season. Just as we finish off, just a wee polite suggestion, encouragement. If you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscriber button. There are very few channels that actually cover the Celtic women's side, and so it would be great if we added a few more subscribers so that we can spread the coverage of the Celtic girls to more and more folk and more football fans on YouTube. Do feel free to pop your own thoughts, comments into the comment section regarding the Celtic women's side. And so until the next video, goodbye and hail, hail.